Welcome back to In Your Face. I'm JJ Shahab. To my right is Solomon. To my left is Jonah. And today we're going to be discussing three major topics. First topic, should the All-Star Game decide home field advantage in the World Series? Solomon, want to go first?
Well, it definitely shouldn't. I mean, if a team wins plus 100 games and they're facing a team that wins 90, it's unfair to give the team that won 90 a huge advantage in a home field advantage in the World Series. In the last 5 years, I believe, 4 teams that had home field advantage won. I mean, the stats don't lie. It's a crucial thing in baseball, and I think that it needs to be something more substantial than the All-Star Game, because it's just a glorified exhibition, and it doesn't determine which team is better and which team deserves home field advantage more.
Well, I think the All-Star Game should decide home field advantage. I think they're picking for the All-Star Game. They pick the best players in the league for the first half of the season, and I think the players they're the ones playing. They're playing for home field advantage. I think winning the All-Star Game should have some reward, and I think home field advantage is a good reward for that.
Nice. Anything to talk back? Or?
Well, when you say like they're playing for a reward, they aren't playing in the All-Star Game. They're playing to have fun. They want to hit as many home runs. The pitchers want to throw some crazy pitches. Jose Fernandez was talking about giving David Ortiz a looper just so he can hit a homer in his last All-Star Game. I mean, it just isn't substantial enough to decide something as big as home field advantage in the World Series.
Well, I think the All-Star Game players are supposed to have fun, but also it's also going to be more exciting if there's something to win for. If it's just if there is nothing to win for, there's really players are not going to want to risk getting injured or something going into the All-Star Game.
Well, our next topic is Kevin Durant. What does going to the Warriors do for Kevin Durant? Jonah, you start.
I think it was kind of a weak move. I think the Thunder need KD, and going to the Warriors. The Warriors are already such a great team, and I think KD he should have stayed with the Warriors or not the Warriors, the Thunder, and I think just going to the Warriors was a weak move.
Well, when you look at it, Jonah, it's not about being weak in this situation. He said from the beginning this was a basketball decision. He wanted a ring, and the Thunder team just could not do that for him. He needed to go to a team where he knew he would be playing now in the NBA Finals. The Thunder management couldn't keep Harden, and when Ibaka wanted the money, they couldn't control their players. They've had a lot of talent come in and come out because the management couldn't keep the talent. When you look at Harden, when you look at Reggie Jackson, and players like that, the management was just failing him downright. He needed a change, and he wanted to win. I think it was a valid decision from him to go to a team like Golden State.
I think the Thunder. I think he can help the Thunder win a championship. He's already helped them out so much, and I think if the Thunder can if he stayed with the Thunder and the Thunder made some right moves, getting more star players, I think they could win a championship, and he could win it with the team that he belongs to.
Well, I don't think he belongs to, because what a lot of people have compared this to is the LeBron James decision. The LeBron James decision was different because when he left, he was leaving his hometown. This is just the team that drafted him, and they weren't able to support him. Aside from keeping Westbrook and Ibaka, they weren't really able to keep anybody. They lost a countless number of guys because they drafted so well, and because of that, they had to get rid of some of their crucial role players. A good management is able to say, okay, stay here, take a pay cut, and you can win a championship. The Thunder management just couldn't.
And for our final topic, we have the Brady suspension. Is this good?
I don't think Brady should be suspended, and there's not enough evidence saying that he should be suspended. They really only think he should be suspended because he's the one throwing these balls. He's the quarterback. He's the one that could have influenced or deflated the balls himself.
Well, when you look at this situation, you have to think he definitely should be suspended. This is a crucial game. This isn't some regular season game against a team that means nothing. This is the AFC Championship game we're talking about. Because he won this game, he got another Super Bowl. This was a huge game, and it seems clear that he did deflate the balls. There was no other explanation for why the ball boy would deflate it. He has made it clear before. He likes the balls. It's easy for quarterbacks to tell whether they're inflated, whether it's deflated. Even if he didn't do anything to stop it, and it's his, as the guy throwing them, it's his priority. It's his responsibility to make sure that the balls are up to standard.
I mean, no one can say that he was the one that deflated the ball. It could have been anyone who had done it. Anyone who could have had contact with the ball. And I think saying that Tom Brady was the one who did it, or influenced it, I think they have no evidence to say that he did. And, it could have been anyone who had, contact with the balls. So, I don't think Tom Brady should be suspended. I think it's a very dumb thing to do.
Well, also, they did better in the second half of the game, which is obvious, but that's all the time we have for today. I'm JJ, Solomon, Jonah. See you next time.